As domestic violence continues to raise its ugly head, Simona Broomes, the leader of the Assembly for Liberty and Prosperity Party, said she is dissatisfied and broken with what is taking place in Ghana. Today, she led party members in a picketing exercise outside of the Ministry of Human Services and Social Protection to highlight the prevailing situation, seeking a more proactive approach from the authorities and strict implementation of laws.
And I'm calling on all the women. We got women in parliament taking the election and like it's like a normal thing. We got women in high offices in the police force taking it like it's a normal thing. We got women military. We got women all over this place. We got the rich and mighty wives locking up behind door. That young lady that died is at the hands of a rich and mighty. You know how they have their discussion. I'm calling on our young men. Turn back from it. She is my property. You know when I go, what I can do with her? Who gives anybody the right to you go and drink your alcohol and come home? And then going to come to a woman, just murder her in front of her child? What are we saying in this country? What is this we can accept as norm? Well, no. We are saying this movement, the LP, we will not be silent about it. And we will not only advocate about it, we will stand on it because we have the resilience to stand against it until something is being done about it.
Broomes said women and girls must be protected.
I believe, and we are saying that we must be protected. Our girls and women must be protected. You don't come after the fact when they're being murdered and then you're coming to take stats and numbers and then what you're doing about it. We got to prevent that from happening. And so we're saying that for too long, while politics will show that many women sit in offices like human services, they're women. But what is happening? Are they being controlled by a bigger force? How are you expressing this? How are you saying this to us? When a woman traveled all the way, a concerned citizen from Broomes, to report a child whose father, she said to me, from as long as she could recall herself, 5 years old, he was sexing her. Is that often? She said every day and night, even before I go to school and when I go home for lunch.
She urged women to speak out and find ways to get out of abusive relationships.
You got to be careful of how you raise your children. Yes, nobody's perfect. And I want to say to these rich men and women and all the mighty poor, regardless of where you be, you need to stop it because what we're doing, that is a society. And when your son come out here or your daughter come out and these things happen, what then we say to the public? We say to the public that if we had known, if you're in a company with friends, young people, be it you're drinking or not, and you hear your friends speaking about women in a certain way, I go, you know, I can do shit this, I can do shit that, she's my property, you're going to see what I can do. You need to say to them, no, bro, we are really standing up for that. That's not the way to go.
The Assembly for Liberty and Prosperity movement will be contesting the upcoming general and regional elections.